Stay tuned and let's take a look at this Marvel Legends S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent 2-pack. Pow and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And remember, you can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Quite simply show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent 2-pack, which is an army building Hasbro Pulse exclusive, where they re-released some army building figures at a cheaper price point with this simplified packaging, which we have seen a few times now. Basically, all card, no plastic at all. It even says on the side of the box here, plastic-free packaging except for tape and glue. So we know what we're getting ourselves in for because we have already got these S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, but it was some time ago now. We got these back in the Giant Man Build-A-Figure wave. I believe it was a comic Nick Fury with a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent head and also a deep-cut Dirk Anger head. But they are hard to come by now, so I am welcoming this new opportunity to not just get one, but to get two, as this is the first time we're actually getting a 2-pack in this army building format. So it's the same style as the single pack figures, but obviously I'm assuming there's 2 figures in there, more accessories. But I do like the packaging, very much on theme with some of the other boxes, and if you put them together, you make a little collage. On the back of the box, no bio, no wave association, anything like that. We just get the S.H.I.E.L.D. logo, and then we get an Agent 2-pack up there in multiple languages. So nice and simple, but I do want to compare it to some of the other figures, so let's do that first. Here are some of the other single-packed army building figures that we have gotten via Hasbro Pulse, with the Hydra Trooper, AIM Trooper, Hellfire Club Guard, and most recently the Skrull Infiltrator. The only one I'm missing, I think, is the more recent Black Hand Ninja. But as I said, the S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent 2-pack is the first time we're getting a 2-for-1, which is basically the double the size box, 2 figures, and again, a nice opportunity to build up our S.H.I.E.L.D. ranks. It does have multiple heads in here as well, so we can have some variety. That's what army building is all about, so I do appreciate that. So without further ado, let's get it open. So for anyone not buying these but are curious, when you open them up, you can see plastic-free packaging. All that's in there is cardboard, and then the figures are separated into these plastic bags. I think the accessories are in a little bag as well. So yeah, you see some cardboard, some accessories. So there you go, no plastic used in the box at all, apart from the plastic the figures are made of course. So there we have all of our accessories. Let's rip that open. There you go, weapons, heads, all of that good stuff, hands. Let's rip this open. There's one S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent free, this time with a red visor. First time we've got that. That is exclusive to this 2-pack, and now with a silver visor. I do think these visors are different. These do look a little bit cleaner than the previous version. So let's take a closer look. So here we have the figures and all of the accessories from the S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent 2-pack on the table. And first things first, white on white is never a good look, so I apologize. I'll try my best as we go through the review, but let me give credit where credit is due. This is what you call an army builder 2-pack. 2 figures, multiple options for the heads, multiple hand options, and plenty of weapons. So you really can have some variety as you build your S.H.I.E.L.D. army. And there are differences compared to the previous S.H.I.E.L.D. agent as well. So I will, of course, go through all of these accessories and do a straight up comparison with the previous S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. So without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, let's do a straight up comparison with the previous S.H.I.E.L.D. agent that we got in the Giant Man Build-A-Figure wave those years ago, because at first glance, it seems like it's the same figure, and technically it is. They're both from the same bookie cap mold with the same sculpted pieces. However, the difference is in the deco, so let me point it out. First things first, the blue is different. On the previous version, it's a darker navy. Subtle, but it is a different blue. Also, his harness pieces have that dark wash on them, so it looks like he's been through the battles a little bit. It's a little bit grittier, a little bit dirtier compared to these 2 fresh recruits straight out the academy doors, as their harnesses are crispy and white. Also, these have got the long gloves, as they've got the painted white forearms compared to the small sculpted cuff piece to make the small gloves on the previous version. Also, if you spin them around to the side, you will see that the S.H.I.E.L.D. logos on their shoulders are different. The new 2-pack versions, it's a lot bigger, covers the whole shoulder compared to the previous version. It's a lot smaller. Differences there as well. And of course, most noticeably, the helmets are all different. In the S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent 2-pack, we get 2 new ones with the red visor and of course the silver visor, and then the previous one had the gold visor with the silver highlight. So again, more differences. Now you can create sub-teams within your S.H.I.E.L.D. army that you are building. So again, I think the differences are subtle enough where they can all fit together in a display. Of course they can, but it is nice to just point out those differences. Before we check out accessories, one quick look at the figure again. So we've got the nice crisp white harnesses on, very nice. All the buckles are painted, you can see all the silver deco hits there, and of course the gun there is sculpted in. That's always a shame, but at least it is painted. The harness piece down here is nice and white as well, buckles painted in, and this time the harness actually works, and one of the guns that you get with the figure can go into the holster, which works very nicely. Only disappointing thing is for me is that they're just very loose, like that will fall off, so I don't know how I'm going to tighten that up, but at least the holster works. And then the same down to the boots, not sculpted in, but there is a boot cut there, and then there's the new gloves as well, which I mentioned, painted in, no cuff piece. Other than that though, as I said, nice big shoulder logo. This guy is fresh off the academy, he is ready for the battlefield, and yeah, it's a nice looking figure. And again, 2 new helmets. And if you don't want your S.H.I.E.L.D. agents wearing the helmets, we do have options in this 2-pack, as we have 3 alternative heads and a bit of diversity in here as well. So here we have the first head sculpt, which is really nice. And the advantages of all these head sculpts is that you can now use them in your Marvel collections on other characters as well. They don't just have to be S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. But again, I appreciate the options here. So there's the first head sculpt, very nice. The second. Now, I hope my good friend Hero.Collections doesn't mind me saying this, but this one sort of reminds me of him. Maybe it's just a quiff in the hair, but yeah, this one's pretty good as well. Dark hair, dark eyebrows, a little bit more of a stern expression. And again, never seen this head before in Marvel Legends form, so now you have options for display. And number 3, again, a completely different complexion, sculpt, hairstyle, plenty of diverse options for your army building, which I'm sure many people out there will appreciate. And again, really nice now to have these options for a display. All 3 of them are really good. As I said, you don't just have to use them on S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, you can spread them out on other characters in your Marvel shelves. The head pops onto other figures, quite universal. So yeah, let me know which ones you like in the comments below. Moving into the weapons, they are sculpted weapons that we have seen before somewhere in Marvel Legends, but again, nice packing here just to give us some options. Both of the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents will come with this pistol here, and of course that also fits in the harness like I've showed you, but all of them have trigger finger hands as well, so you can hold the weapons in either hand. Here we have a chunkier blaster with a red magazine, and again, this one looks pretty good. It does fit really nicely actually with the red visor as a nice contrast for, so I'll probably have this as his weapon, and of course he can hold it in the 2 hands if you wanted to, as we do get hands that will hold the sort of grip as well, which I'll show you in a minute. But there's the second one. No butterfly joints on this particular body mold. It is at a disadvantage, especially when you get weapons that you can use holding 2 hands. And he will hold both the handle here as well as the trigger. So that's a nice touch. This weapon we've seen before. I believe this came with like a Punisher way back in the day. And he had the actual bullets here painted, the shotgun shells if you will. I think it's a shotgun at least, maybe an automatic shotgun, but still looks good. The last weapon, we get 2 of these as well, and I'm sure we've seen these before on Marvel Legends. I do recognise it, but I can't think where. So if you know where, let me know in the comments. 10 points to you. All of these weapons are in a straight up black plastic, but there is some nice sculpted details on them. So if you recognise it, again, let me know. But a bit of dry brushing would really bring out some of these details. And of course, he can hold it in 2 hands because you do get a set of open palm hands that help him grip as well. So again, you can definitely get some nice poses with these weapons. And again, we like options. Talking about options, this 2-pack does have plenty of interchangeable hands, which is a nice change of pace as none of the previous single-packed army builders came with interchangeable hands. So you do have to appreciate that. So on the figure, he comes with 2 trigger finger hands. As I mentioned, you do get 2 C-grip hands as well, sort of helping you grip the handles of the guns and more natural looking poses. A welcomed addition to this Army Builder 2-pack, a set of fisted hands, so our S.H.I.E.L.D. agents can get into some fisticuffs. And what's also good is I can steal these fisted hands for poor old Reed Richards, who never came with any. And last but certainly not least, we get a set of 2 pointing hands as well, which do add a little bit of character to these S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. Now they can throw out some commands to the rest of the squad, and you can have some squad leaders. So yeah, a pointing finger and then another sort of double pointing finger there. But again, I like these options, happy with that. Let's keep one of these new S.H.I.E.L.D. agents in the middle as we move into some comparisons. First up, the two other alternative heads that were in that original S.H.I.E.L.D. agent pack a couple of years ago with comic Nick Fury and of course Dirk Anger. And just to show you height, here we have the tape measure. The S.H.I.E.L.D. agent comes to about 6¼ inches, so perfect Marvel Legend size. Here we have the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent compared to a couple of different versions of the Hydra Soldier. Next up, some AIM troopers. And I've just reviewed these guys on the channel, so go and check that video out on the videos tab. It is, of course, the Skrull Infiltrators. For a couple of random comic characters, here we have Tony Stark, Iron Man, and of course Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. And if you do want to pop on heads like these and turn them into S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, you can do that. Another figure I recently picked up, this is the 20th anniversary Captain America, and he could definitely lead these new S.H.I.E.L.D. agents into battle. Here we have the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent compared to some of the Who crew with Tigra and Frogman. And last but most certainly not least, here we have the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent compared to Captain Britain and Hal Fire Hank, who is of course another army builder. So, final thoughts on this S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent 2-pack. Bravo to Hasbro. This is the way you should give us army builders. Plenty of options. That's what we need as we're buying multiple of the same figure. A little bit of variety really does make a difference to a display. So those interchangeable heads, hands and weapons really will go to use now we're building out our ranks of our S.H.I.E.L.D. agents on the shelf. So I am very happy with this 2-pack. I have brought myself another one. I may get a couple more. How many is too many? That is the problem for us collectors. We just don't know when to stop. But an army does look great on the shelf. There is no denying that. So you let me know in the comments below, how many S.H.I.E.L.D. agents are you buying? I'm always curious to know what people's army building rules are. Everyone's is different. I try and stick to an even number. I know some people go for odd. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But as I said, interchangeable hands, interchangeable heads, new heads as well, and options with the weapons. Yes, they're weapons we've seen before, but come on, it's just more fodder for our villains. So you let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you like Marvel Legends, then you're in the right place. Go and check out the videos tab. Find the playlists. I live stream every single week talking Marvel Legends, breaking news, all of that good stuff. Don't miss a thing. Please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Much, much appreciated. You can also hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Either show some love or join the members club. Much, much appreciated. And as always, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Dan Who. And I'm on Twitter as well. Tweet me, Dan Who Reviews. And until then, people, my name is Dan W. And I will, of course, see you on the next one.